So I've come across this a few times, and I just want to share this because somebody may be touched by it. I've got the question a few times asking, why am I such an optimistic person? How am I such a positive person? And every time this person or these individuals see me, they see me as positive. Honestly, y'all, there's no excuse or nothing. My only answer is I try my best every day in my daily walk, in my daily life, whatever I'm doing, to just keep my attention and focus and eyes on Jesus. Because if I do not, I am liable to lose my mind. It's so easy for me to become overstimulated, and it's easy for me to just become overwhelmed with the things of life. And when I shift my eyes off of Jesus, the moment I do, when I shift my eyes off of Jesus, everything in my life just goes haywire. And I've learned to just keep my eyes on him in spite of everything, in spite of whatever my situation may look like, in spite of whatever I may be surrounded by or up against. I keep my eyes on him. And I have to remind myself that. And I'm not perfect at reminding myself that, but every day I try to remind myself and to start my day and to end my day with Jesus. That's the only the only thing I can give y'all, really. So was you really about to just hit me? Y'all crazy. God, I thank you for change, because the old me would have followed him. But yeah, that's what I do. I'm telling y'all, every day I have to remind myself. And sometimes I still shift my focus off of Jesus and put it onto whatever my situation is, whatever my problem is, y'all. And I still have to remember and remind myself to keep my eyes on Jesus in spite of what my situation is or what it looks like. And I still struggle to do that sometimes, and I become so overwhelmed. And I think that's what it is. A lot of my prayers, a lot of what I'm seeing is the results of my prayers that I prayed to God, because I literally prayed to God. I've literally prayed to God to help me with that, because that was something that I struggled with very badly in my life. Just control. I think one of the hardest things for me to let go in my walk with God was control. I was a control freak. And I would say that in my walk with God and getting closer to him and in my relationship with him, that's something that he's definitely taught me how to do, to just trust him and build my faith in him, to let go and let God. That was something that I had to learn how to do. I'm still learning how to do, because I have my moments and my days where I pick back up, I pick back up those problems. I pick back up those issues. I pick back up that sense of control that I think I have, y'all, when in reality, I never truly had it. Some things that I go through in life, all of us actually, some things we go through in life, it's out of our hands, and we literally have to turn it over to God. We can try all we can do. We can put our all into it and literally overwhelm ourselves and burden ourselves down, when he literally tells us to just let go and let him. Acknowledge him in all of our ways, y'all, and he'll direct our paths. He literally tells us what to do. But I struggled with that. That was something I struggled with. And now I'm just constantly reminding myself, and he reminds me, as long as I keep my eyes on him, I'm going to be all right. He has everything in the palm of his hands, even me. It's already taken care of. There's nothing that happens that is a shock to God. And that's something I'm constantly just encouraging myself. So I was watching a sermon yesterday by Priscilla Shirer, and she was coming from 2 Chronicles chapter 20. I can't remember it from, you know what, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. Yes, so she was coming from 2 Chronicles 20 and 12, and she was talking about how Jehoshaphat was surrounded by more than one enemy at the same time. And it reads, "O our God, will you not judge them? For we have no power against this great army that is coming against us. We do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you." And y'all, I had no intention of clicking on that sermon, but when I saw it, I was drawn to it, and I was like, you know what, let me watch this, because I love her. But I was just in awe of how that resonated with me, and I know that was the Holy Spirit in that moment. Everything she said in that sermon, in that message, it resonated with me so well. And just everything I was encouraging myself, y'all. Literally, that morning and the day before, I was encouraging myself, and the Holy Spirit was just ministering to me, and literally. So when I saw that sermon, or when I saw that video and I clicked on it, I was just touched. I was in awe. I was like, God, I just started going into worship and praising him. And another thing is, I was reading last night. I was in James, the first chapter, and this morning I wanted to just finish it off. And God just reminds us to just count our trials all joy. When we are tested in trials, he tells us to count it all joy, knowing that our faith is being tested. And when our faith is tested, we are producing endurance, perseverance. So I'm also just reminding myself, like when I go through things in life, just to count it all joy. So that's what I'm practicing in this season. And to be slow to speak and slow to anger, but quick to listen. Learning to be patient in all things, not to get frustrated in my season of endurance, but to let endurance run its course so that I can learn the lesson, and that I may be complete, So yeah, that's what I want to encourage y'all to do. It's God. It's the joy of the Lord in my life, because I constantly seek him and acknowledge him, and I constantly pray to him. And I'm not perfect, y'all. I am not perfect. Every day I'm striving to be in his word and to seek him and spend time with him.